tonight is a piece by Vivaldi. So this is an original piece by Vivaldi. This is not an arrangement. This is exactly as Vivaldi wrote it. He was in the Baroque era, and this piece is a concerto for 2 trumpets. So perfect that we have 2 very accomplished senior trumpets. So we gave them this opportunity to learn this piece. In Vivaldi's time, the trumpets they weren't as advanced as they are today. So this piece specifically calls for trumpets in C. Typically what they play in a band, or our pieces we just did, would be a B-flat trumpet. So in order to make this more authentic, and honestly it's a bit easier to play on a C trumpet, Anais was able to borrow one from her teacher, and then thanks to the Mendo music boosters, we were able to purchase a C trumpet for the school, and that's the one that Charlie will be using, so we're very grateful for that. What's interesting about Baroque era pieces is that a lot of the times the concerts took place in a cathedral of sorts, which often had balconies, opposing a large central seated area. So composers were quite creative with that, in that they often wrote music where there were 2 voices kind of going back and forth, and they would put those 2 voices in the separate balconies on purpose, and then it gave the people sitting in the center a Baroque era live acoustic stereo effect. So you're going to hear that in his writing. Sometimes the trumpets are going to strategically be sort of echoing each other. And if we had balconies, maybe we would make use of that, but we do not. But that was the original idea. And you can kind of close your eyes and imagine yourself in maybe the St. Mark's Basilica in Venice and how the echoing would be, and it's quite lovely. So here is the first movement of Vivaldi's Concerto for 2 trumpets and strings.